to my channel. Kazzy here, and in this video I'm not going to smack the wall again. What's the crack, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Kazzy here, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you my summer TBR. So instead of breaking it up into 2 months worth of TBRs, instead of going, right, and this month I'm going to read this, and this month I'm going to read that, I tried that with June, and I fairly kept to it as well. I like that structure of saying, right, these are the ones I want to get to, but I didn't want it to feel so much like a reading list, like a required reading list. I had enough of those at university and at school, so I just felt like, I'm going to give myself these 10 books. If I get through them, I get through them. Summer is a good enough space of time to read them, and I'm going on holiday in August, and so I might take a couple of these with me. If I do, I do. If I don't, whatever, it's not going to be the end of the world. So I just felt like I would just share with you 10 books that I would like to read over summer. So without further ado, let's just get into them. These are in no particular order. There's no order. So the first book is Tales from the Kingdom by Sarah Pinborough. I bought this book a couple of years ago, and I started reading it, and I really enjoyed it. It was unlike anything I had read fairy tale wise. There are 3 fairy tales in here: Poison, Charm, and Beauty, which follow Snow White, Cinderella, and Sleeping Beauty. I started reading this. I don't know why I didn't continue on, and I started reading Poison, and it is unlike anything I'd ever read in a fairy tale retelling whatsoever. This is not for children, folks, okay? This is not for children. This is more of a kind of YA adult version of these fairy tales. But why would a prince fall in love with a woman in a coffin? Why would a queen poison her stepdaughter? And what is a fairy godmother's real motivation? It asks these questions. I enjoyed what I read when I started this, and I really want to get to it this summer, because I was going back through my bookshelves, and when I moved them over to this bookcase, and I was like, why did I not finish it? I forgot I had it because I set it somewhere else and I put it in the bookshelf, and it's just beautiful. It's blue and gold, and I need to read it. Because I love Strange Dreamer by Laini Taylor so much, I picked up A Daughter in Smoke and Bone, and I want to get to this summer. I am not sure how to summarize this book, but it seems that there's this dichotomy between our world, the human world, and this fantastical world which this character can go between. On one hand, she's an art student, and on the other hand, she's an errand girl for a monstrous creature who's the closest thing she has to family, and in this place called Elsewhere, and the door to Elsewhere is closing, so this character must choose between which one she wants to live in, and it sounds amazing to me. I've heard a lot of things about this on YouTube, some not so good, some good. I'm very intrigued by this. I loved Strange Dreamer so much, and I really want to dip my toe into other Laini Taylor works. Also, I'd like to get into A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. This is about Kel, who is a traveller, one of the last travellers with this rare ability to move between parallel universes, which are all connected by one city, London. There is a grey London, a red London, a white London, and a black London. But something happened to Black London, and Kel's the only one that can move between these parallel universes. It sounds so intriguing. It sounds right up my alley. It sounds like everything that I would want in a book, and I've heard so many things about this, and I really want to get to it this summer. You'll find with me that there are not a lot of contemporary books in this, i.e. there are none. Contemporary is not one of my favorite genres. I know a lot of people like to read contemporary during the summer. I'm not one of those people. I am literally fantasy, science fiction, all day, every day. And yeah, I think a lot of fantasy makes up this list. I actually started on this book last night, just before I started filming this. This is Snow Like Ashes by Sarah Roche. The country is split up into different areas. There's mountains to the north, the desert in the middle, and then the bottom is split into 4 lands of the seasons, and then there's more mountains along here, and there's something else up the side. There's a map inside to really explain it better than I do with my really crap weather girl hand signals. 16 years ago, the Kingdom of Winter was conquered and its citizens enslaved, leaving them without magic or a monarch. Now the Wintarians' only hope for freedom is the 8 survivors who managed to escape, and who have been searching for a chance to steal back Winter's magic and rebuild the kingdom ever since. So this follows the character of Mira, who's a refugee, and she's been training to be a soldier. She's been training to fight. And so when they hear about this locket that holds Winter's magic in it, Mira decides to go after it. It's not going to be that simple, and so she's introduced to this world of evil magic and dangerous politics, and she just realizes that her destiny is not her own, and it just sounds fabulous. I've read the first chapter. It seems very intriguing. Even though it's all about winter, I think this should probably be something I should have saved to winter, but I'm not like that. I just like to pick up books whenever the notion takes me. I want to finish it. Another book I want to get to this summer is The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden. I hate this book cover. I like it from a design perspective, but for what this book is about, I don't like it one bit. I prefer the US version. But this book is about this family who have been given this precious jewel, but the father has no idea what it entails, what it's meant to do, but it's meant for his youngest daughter. But he's so scared of it, so he hides it away from his daughter, and she grows up, but they find out that she is the only one that is able to protect their village with this stone, and armed only with this stone. This sounds fabulous. It sounds right up my street. I am so intrigued to start reading it. Again, like, this is probably like another winter themed book, but like that, the way this cover is, you could probably get away with it in summer. And it's also set on a Russian fairy tale. I love it already. Also want to get to Hunted by Megan Spooner. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling where the beauty is deadlier than the beast. I have no other idea about what this book is about. All that I know is about that, and it sounds intriguing. I've heard people talk about this, but I don't really think I've heard them talk about it after they've read it, but they kind of just talk about it in their own TBRs, the things that they want to read, or have hauled it as well. Sounds intriguing, sounds good. Beauty and the Beast retelling. Give me them all. Gotta catch 'em all! After reading Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo in May, I've been wanting to continue on with that Grisha trilogy, and so Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo is next up as one of the books I want to read this summer, because I cannot wait to find out what happens next to Mal and Alina and the Darkling. So this picks up right where Shadow and Bone leaves off, and I just can't wait to read this. This is probably just gonna feature in my July wrap up. Let's just say that already. It might just be that soon that I get to this. Also, my summer TBR is Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levensetter. This is all about Pirate Captain Alosa, and she is on a mission to find a map that leads to this legendary treasure, but her enemies have it. So she deliberately allows herself to be captured so that she can search their ship and get this treasure for herself. It just sounds so fantastic. The blurb on it is that we get a Lady Jack Sparrow, and I love Jack Sparrow. I personally love Jack Sparrow. I hate what Pirates of the Caribbean has done with that whole universe. I really hated Salazar's Revenge. Loved Javier Bardem as Salazar. I loved him, but I hated the movie. And so I'm hoping that this will reignite my love for pirate literature. I'm very excited to read this. And it just looks beautiful. It's almost like Brave meets Pirates of the Caribbean. I can't wait. I also want to get to Carve the Mark by Veronica Roth. I'm going to get this character called Kyra. He has the abilities to inflict pain. The brother exploits that. Another character, Akos, his brother is captured, and he would do anything to rescue his brother, and so their worlds are thrown together. And it's almost like, to me, just from reading the book jacket, it almost feels like a Romeo and Juliet, you know, like they're two families that really shouldn't be together, and like they're kind of almost destined to be together but not. It just sounds like it's going to be good. A lot of people have been talking about this, and so I want to pick it up. The pages are blue. It just seems like it's going to be so much fun to read. I don't know why I talked like that. And the last book on my summer TBR is Spell Slinger by Sebastien de Castel. This follows Kellen, who is moments away from starting his first Mage's Duel to become a spellcaster. He has to do 4 trials in order to become a spell slinger, but there's only one problem. His magic is gone. And so as his 16th birthday approaches, he resorts to cunning to avoid total disgrace, but he meets another character who challenges him to take a different path in order to become a spell slinger. And this just sounds fantastic. And what I love about this is on the inner jacket is the first in a rich and compelling fantasy series bursting with tricks, traps, and a devious talking squirrel cat. Squirrel cat. I'm sold. Alexandra Bracken showed the finished book jacket for The Dreadful Tale of Prosper Redding, and on the back of it there's a bat cat, or a cat bat. There's a cat bat. A cat bat. It's a black cat with wings. To me that just is like Salem from Sabrina the Teenage Witch with wings, and I need that book already in my life purely because of the cat bat. And so this is here for the squirrel cat. And the magic, like, let's not forget about the magic, and the beautiful book, and just look at the inside. And the back of it looks beautiful too. Can you just imagine reading that and just like somebody would go like, what are you reading? Wouldn't you like to know? And De Castel is from Vancouver, Canada. everything amazing comes out of Vancouver, Canada, to be perfectly honest. Every TV show that I watch is filmed in Vancouver. I just pretty much spot the Vancouver actor whenever I'm watching anything. And so that's book number 10. So that wraps up this video, guys. These are the 10 books that I would like to read over the summer. Let me know what books that you're planning to read over the summer, whether they're fantasy, contemporary. Let me know. These are all the books that I want to read. Yes, they're pretty much all fantasy in one way or the other, but that's my favorite genre. That's what I want to read. Thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!